old to get that first pick in the draft, and he'll be able to pick one of those competitors out of all 8.
We love our scrolls here, Bud and Bud, and the Menstown Minute. Number 7, Dom Hilligus, Drunken Dom, Tsunami. He's number 7. I don't get it.
Managed to stay somewhat coherent last year. I don't know if they won more than a game, maybe on the holy boards. Not a good player. He's still riding the Stinson Beach wave that him and Clay put together with that protested championship.
Where Clay wasn't drinking and everybody else was.
Yeah, this again, Dom will probably be in the top 8 next year as Reyes falls out unless he wins, but again, nobody really looking forward to playing with this guy.
Well, I could say from, in the non-Menstown formats on Holy Board, Dom Hilligus can put together a couple of good Holy Board games, but can he keep it together to the intensity of a full-day tournament? We'll have to wait and see. Number 6, Spencer Wood.
Yeah.
Here's this guy dragging Bugby to the finals last year, and he's got a championship under his belt. This guy's a competitor.
Yeah.
And what I like about him on the holy boards, he's really aggressive, always going for the 5s.
Well, you had 2 of the top 5 tempers paired together last year, Bugby and Spencer, and they got themselves to the final.
How did they get along? What was the
it was impressive.
vibe?
I didn't see him palling around too much off the court, but on the court focused. I think the tempers were reined in, and they used them to their advantage. I don't think Spencer's going to be too happy about this 6th spot. I think he brought in Rose into Menstown, and he feels like he's a better player. He should be above him, and even I think he's been squabbling about where Levette is and feels he's got a chance to move past him. It didn't happen this time.
Well, it wouldn't really be a Menstown without Mr. Wood squabbling about something.
Yeah.
Number 5, Adam Rosen.
There he is.
There he is. Unbelievable. This guy comes out of nowhere. The second year, he wins a championship.
Yeah.
He's going to get his name on the cup at the Menstown Cup signing ceremony, which should, I'm excited about that. It's going to bring a lot of tears to a lot of people's eyes. Adam Rosen, your thoughts?
Yeah, the Polaroids of him with his kids in the cup. I mean, dancing around. I think he took it on vacation with him, drinking punch out of it.
This is a big thing for him.
He was a happy camper, and I think a lot of these competitors are gunning for him now, want to put him back in his place. It was a hell of a win. A 16-man tournament is a hell of a championship to conquer. And I think that's why the panel has him above Spencer and Hilligus.
Of course, a lot of people would say it was just because he was tied with Benny, the 4-time champion, but we'll get to that. I don't know.
Championship's a championship, right?
Championship down the line. Number 4, Levette. This guy was highly ranked, highly sought after, but he's falling down in the rankings.
He goes 3rd in the draft to Simerson. They pair up again for the 2nd year in a row, and for the 2nd year in a row, they come up short.
Unbelievable.
There was the epic meltdown in Santa Cruz Mountains where they were up 4-0 and then dropped 4. Once again, they drop early and they roar back in the beer pong, but 2 poor years for Levette as far as placement in a semi or a final. Cut it.
From what I understand, that Santa Cruz meltdown was truly epic. I understand that he was walking around in diapers and a towel, shirtless, and basically had his thumb in his mouth. And last year, he got a little fired up. I think we're now starting to see that the men who come there expecting to win championships, when they see that opportunity slipping away, they are going to get fired up.
Yeah.
And, some people are saying we might need to bring in some extra security so people don't really, come at it.
Yeah, surprising he lost his cool last year, but we'll see how he bounces back. I expect big things.
Yeah, good. Number 3, Maloney. Maloney is, always there. He's always in the mix.
Well, the first couple of Menstowns, not much there. In fact, the first 3 or 4. And then a light turned on. And he's been getting to semis and finals every year. He's got a title under his belt. Maloney is a real confident player right now, and I think by a half of a decimal point he surpasses Levette in the rankings, and I don't think Levette's too happy about it, but Maloney at 3.
Some would say that Maloney has taken a little page from the Clay strategy, i.e. not drinking to acceptable levels. I should say.
Yeah, another reminder, chew is not booze.
Yeah, no, and it's hard to drink when you're chewing, so...
Yeah.
We will keep eyes on that. We will maybe perform the Rouge test on Maloney like we would do with our number 2 person in the rankings, Clay.
Yeah.
The Rouge test is basically if their face isn't red from drinking alcohol, and this guy is not keeping in the spirit of the games. Clay, number 2, he's got 3 championships under his belt, and last year he performed.
Well, again, he performed, and you know, we had a lot of controversy about Clay. He got picked last, if you recall. He was the #1 player, and he got picked last. I think it was a real retaliation for that protested championship in Stinson. I think the competitors sent a message to Clay. I think it was received. Clay was upset, and he performed pretty well in the tournament. Made it to a final in Holyboard. Didn't quite get to the championship game, but I think that now he'll have his own pick. He might go far this year.
Interesting. It really goes to show that a lot of braggadocio on Clay's part didn't help him getting picked, but to have the moxie to take that in the butt, you know, not getting picked, turn around and to make a run at the title, really shows that this guy is not to be trifled with, someone to be taken seriously, and interesting to see who he's going to pick, because he's going to have an opportunity to pick a lot of the people that passed him over last year.
That's right.
Our #1 competitor, he's done it again. John Benassini, his name is Benny on the cup, and congratulations to him. 4 times on the cup.
It's
4 out
amazing.
of how many years? What, 6, 7 years? 9? 8?
Of course, the first year was just the forefathers, so you know,
that really doesn't count.
And the tournament really didn't take steam until a bit later. But boy, it's impressive. He's won this past year. He won the year prior in Clear Lake. These are big time rings that he's won, cups that he's won, and you know, there's no reason to believe that he can't do it again here.
Provided he shows. There has been some scuttlebutt that he may not get the green light from the missus. Your thoughts? He does this every year.
I don't pay attention
may
to
come,
what
may
the
not.
wives are telling these guys. They always end up showing up to Menstown, and we'll see him there. I think one thing to watch here is when Benassini did not perform well recently, it was with Delsano. They were paired up. I just think the chemistry wasn't there. And there's a good chance with the scrolls that Benassini will have in the cup, Delsano and him might end up together just out of sheer logistics.
The odd couple, to say the least. Benny, he brings a lot to the table with his length and his experience. Delsano is just the opposite, not as tall, not as long, and you know, at some point, someone's got to take the leadership role.
He
and
needs to start grinding.
Yeah, and I don't know if Benny has that leadership quality. He can do something with Rosen, who's more mid-sized, a little more active on the ping pong tables, I suppose, but I don't think Benny's going to see his name on the cup for a number of years after this.
Well, I mean, we've said that in the past, and there he is. So
I'll be very upset if he gets his name back on the cup. All right, gentlemen and ladies, what a wonderful, Bud. This has been a heck of a lot of fun. Let's get back down to what we're going on next Menstown Minute.
Next time it's scroll time, everybody. You know what that means.
Let's give them a quick refresher. Scrolls.
Scrolls will be placed in the Menstown cup. They will be pulled out with the Menstown spoon, and we will pick that draft order.
Starting with Reyes, Dom Hilligus, Spencer, Rosen, Levette, Maloney, Clay, Benny. Reyes getting the most scrolls, and the lesser scrolls as they go through. They get mixed, and then we're going to find out how these folks are going to be drafting. And then obviously we would love to see for upcoming shows the cup here at the altar, so we can place the scrolls in. So we'll make that happen, and then onward is more just about getting people prepared, mentally prepared for that March 7th, Thursday. Focus on it. Get that time off work. Bud and Bud are going to be there early to set up shop and start interviewing the competitors.
Looking forward to it.
Thank you all, and we'll see you next time. Yes.
You kept rambling.
I'm sorry.
Kill it.
We gotta do the little.
That was.